hate has no home here, especially here and also in gaming communities and in the chats, that stuff. Let's get down to the point in this video. In my last one, I've announced that Microsoft has updated its terms of service and privacy policy, and I went over the code of conduct. Now notice, racism is a big issue here, especially that and even the Asian hate. You realize that these video game companies aren't going to put up with this. The reason why people play online is so that they can get some time away from reality and their problems. And I mentioned a few things from the code of conduct that Microsoft put in their updated privacy policy. I mentioned you should not falsely beg for money, meaning if you claim that you're actually poor, that you live on the streets, and you don't have a job, and if it's like, and if it's the complete opposite than what you're saying, that stuff, and you just go online to just beg for money from other people just because, well, you want to make yourself look even more stupid, or you just want to be, a plain idiot as much as you can to a lot of people in the online community. Microsoft would take your account down for that. They'd also take your account down for spreading misinformation, being racial, and also, hate for, people in, cultural backgrounds and that stuff. Video games don't tolerate this stuff. I should re-say that. Video game companies just don't put up with this. And when your Microsoft account gets taken down by Microsoft because you violate their code of conduct rules and that stuff, well, it will be for a good purpose. And the only one that's going to feel sorry in the end would be you, and not anybody else. Just fact. Also, I have to say that Nintendo should actually be doing the same thing. I know these video game companies say they stand by the people who are being racially discriminated and the Asian hate and that stuff. But what I would like Nintendo to be doing would be, blocking these kind of players from actually using the chat apps and banning those players' accounts so that when they are racial or if they are trying to be the biggest idiot on in the chat apps and that stuff, then those people should not deserve to have the online privilege that comes with every Nintendo Network ID account. They should not have the privilege. Video games here are a privilege to have. Okay, it's a privilege to go online and play on the internet to test your skills against other players and that stuff. And have fun doing it. Versus some biggest idiot decides to go on there and be disrespectful and just about every single racial manner and a hate for what kind of cultural background you have, and also getting on there. And this is the most depressing out of all of them, and that is spreading like misinformation about Democrats and Republicans, the biggest one, and lying about the insurrection, spreading misinformation and that stuff. And let me just say this: politics indeed suck. They really do. Imagine going online, say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, for example, and some idiot decides to just talk up politics while people are trying to just sit there and enjoy a good race online with other people and that stuff. Should they deserve to get banned for doing this? They should. Has Nintendo really updated the code of conduct on this matter? Not so much. I appreciate Microsoft doing people a favor who are sick and tired of racism and this Asian hate that's going on. And I just want Nintendo to be doing the same. Luckily, you don't have to listen to those kind of people, because you can take the action yourself. You can actually block those players from actually talking to you online, and you won't be even talking with those people online ever again, since you blocked them, that stuff. Yeah, this is also on Animal Crossing New Horizons. Or New Leaf, sorry. New Horizons, there's a possible way to be blocking people. I haven't figured out that how to just yet, but I'm pretty sure Nintendo would have put that in there. But yeah. You don't have to listen to those idiots out there that just want to be so disrespectful in your chat rooms and have to listen to those kind of idiots. You can use the block feature so you can permanently just shut them up. Because racism and this Asian hate and the spreading of misinformation about the insurrection and all this other stuff, including politics, is all depressing. And nobody likes that happening. So, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully I've made great points in this video. It is definitely something that people obviously should hear, especially coming from somebody that absolutely hates racism and Asian hate and the spreading of misinformation of any kind, not just politics, but of any kind. And those kind of people I like to call, I don't know if it would be defined as a cyberbullying issue. I mean, if they, oh, that's another thing I wanted to add in there. There are people that would actually come into the chat rooms and they would ask you for personal information on that stuff. You definitely do not want to give that stuff away. And if they do, you just block them, because the longer you listen to the people who talk personal, the more depressed you'll become, and your online experience will be like crap. This is Child Morse. Have a good day. And I will see you all in the next video. And remember, block the people who you do not enjoy talking with over the Switch Online app. That's the best advice I can give you right now, because I don't think Nintendo is doing the same thing that Microsoft is doing, and they should actually get to updating their terms of service and their privacy policy and put a code of conduct in place so they could actually make the rules on the Switch Online apps more strict. And plus, you could also report these people too. If they're being disrespectful with racism and Asian hate and misinformation and that stuff, there's the report, and hopefully that would help take care of the issue. This is Child Morse. Have a good day. I will see you all in the next video.